What is going on? I am live. I am live. This is a continuation from earlier. If you're watching this video and you don't know who I am because you clicked on it because of the title and the thumbnail, you just saw this handsome chocolate man talking about what Jada Pinkett Smith told him, you don't know who I am. If you're watching this for the first time, my name is E.DeanCole. And no, I'm not a rapper or a singer. Some say I'm a celebrity, but I'm not. I'm just a humble servant of the Lord. And I own a consulting firm, E.DeanCole Financial. And it is Friday night here, or actually Saturday morning now. It's what, 2 o'clock in the morning? In the Dominican Republic. I live here in the Dominican Republic. And I just got in the house by myself. See, I'm by myself. Soltero. By myself. Um, had a great time. So if you guys want to see what my night was like before, go to Greg, go to Flip Flops YouTube, go to his YouTube, and you will see where I'm coming from. We had a great time. What's going on? Who's this tonight watching me? And this is live. Who's that? Who's checking in tonight? What's going on? Who is that? That's it's hard to read. It's so hard to read the name tonight. You said I was lit tonight at Flip. Listen to me. I had such a good time. Yeah, I was lit tonight. I was lit tonight. So if I was lit, I was super lit tonight. And I wanted to kind of to talk about my experience. Tonight was a good night. I want to talk about what Jada Pinkett Smith taught me, and somewhat about tonight and just having a good time. So if you want to see if you want to see where what I did earlier, you want to see where I was earlier tonight, just go to Flip Flops YouTube channel. So go to Flip Flop Greg's YouTube channel and you'll see the live that we did. But man, I just had such a great time tonight. And tonight was one of the first times in a long time that I had fun. I had so much fun. And I planned, because today was a free day for me, Friday. And here I live in the Dominican Republic. I live in paradise. I live in a black man's heaven. And I'm going to talk about that right now in a little bit. So if you don't know, I live in a black man's heaven. And look, I said, I'm soltero by myself. I came home by myself. I planned tonight went perfectly. I said to my homeboy, I said, Blade, I want to go out tonight. I want to have a lot of fun. I want to get some girls' numbers, but I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to fool around. I just want to go out to have a good time. Because here in the Dominican Republic, I'm not retired. I am an entrepreneur. Like I said, I'm the CEO of a consulting firm. So Monday through Friday is strict, just like I'm in the U.S. I have a schedule. Me and my team have consultations. We have businesses that we develop. We have products that we sell. We're growing and we're grinding Monday through Friday. But on the weekends is when I want to view paradise. I simply click around and view it. You dig? And so, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I've lived here for a year. I've lived here for a year. And I am still not used to beautiful, gorgeous, exotic women begging to be with you and throwing themselves at you and and you refusing them. It's so many of them. We went to a spot called Copacabana. So earlier in the night, we were, if you guys didn't see the live, we were at this spot called Envy. And I want to see, if you've ever heard of Envy, I want you to say, I've heard of it. If you're watching me live, if you've ever heard of it, I want you to say you've heard of it. If you never have, I want you to say you never have. So we were at Envy. It's a black owned resort. Black owned and operated. Well, not operated, black owned is operated by Dominicans and Haitians. I did a tour of it actually on Greg's Flip Flops Live. Never have? Okay, I see. Thanks for participating with me. I see. Never have. When you do come to visit the Dominican Republic, must go to Ambi. Heard of it? Okay. Thanks so much for that. Felicia says you heard of it. Let's see these names. Y'all gotta forgive me. I done had a few to drink, and it's like I said, 2 o'clock in the morning. What's this name? It's hard to see these names. Real brother said I've heard of it. You passed through there. Who is that? That's worldwide. Okay, somebody worldwide. I can't see the first name. Says that you passed through there, and Odyssey says that you have heard of it. Okay, you heard that it's not super expensive. Real brother, no, it's not, and that's something I was talking about in the live. Listen, this is the Dominican Republic. Hold on for a second. Listen, it is the Dominican Republic, and a lot of people tend to be cheap, and they want to be cheap. It is still a fraction of the price for US, and it's not super expensive. It's just not cheap. And in SoSua, some guys are so used to what's the best I can live for the cheap. As you can see, I was out tonight. I said I wanted to have a good time. I brought the juice tonight. As you can see, I'm not a cheap person like that. The ocean is right there. I live on the ocean. I don't live in the barrios, and no offense to anybody that does. I don't live in cheap hotels. No offense to anybody that does. I don't backpack. I don't live in cheap villas. No offense to anybody that does. But I work extremely hard. Jehovah God has blessed me for working so hard. So I enjoy the fruits of my labor. You dig what I'm saying? So it is very reasonable price. The amount of money that I spent tonight is a fraction of what I would spend in Atlanta, Georgia. It is a fraction of what I would spend in Miami. A fraction of what I would spend in New York. It is ridiculous compared to what I would spend in Las Vegas. So all things being equal, when you are from the U.S., living in the U.S., and you're used to U.S. living, it is a fraction of the price. And so it is very reasonable. Like I spent 7,000 pesos tonight, and I treated the table. And at the first spot we went to, 7,000 pesos comes to being $110 at the rate right now. I think it's $110 because 3,000 pesos is 60. So no, yeah. So it's like, just say yeah, cause no. Oh man, I don't even know the rate right now. Hold on for a second. It says that it's reconnecting. Are you guys able to see me? Am I live? Am I still live? If you guys can see, if you guys can hear me and see me, I want you to say hear you and see you. If you can hear me and see me, because right now it says it's reconnecting and it's messing with me. I'm trying to focus. I can talk all through this circle going through my screen as long as I see y'all comments. Let me know. You can hear me and see me? Yes. Hear you, see? Okay, awesome. So that being said, if you penny pinch, that's what I talked about. I say if you're penny pinching, and this is the thing, everything ain't for everybody. In Atlanta, Georgia, there's a place called Lenox Mall. If you can't afford Lenox Mall prices, don't go to Lenox Mall. It doesn't mean Lenox Mall is bad. It doesn't mean the owners of Lenox Mall is bad. It's just out of your league, and that's okay. That's okay. You understand what I'm saying? That means you need to go to Softcat Mall for the people that understand that. You dig what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody. But the narrative that I don't like is that, and it's not you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, I've heard it a lot. People talk about how that unbeat is so expensive, but it's not. In comparison to where we come from, it's not. Compared to Dominicans living in Dominican Republic, making Dominican money is out of a lot of people's league. But for Americans, no, go and support that black-owned business. Go and support that. And it's beautiful. And the prices are very reasonable. Very, very reasonable. So I said all of that to say this. No, if you're penny pinching, and if you're in the season of penny pinching in your life, there's nothing wrong with that. I've gone through my penny pinching season. You understand what I'm saying? I've gone through that. But I grinded, I worked hard, and now I enjoy the fruits of my labor, which is why I brought out the crown jewels. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring the crown jewels out tonight. I had a great time. I said that I was going to have a great time tonight. So, like I was saying, The first place we went to was Ambi. Beautiful. A lot of drinks, a lot of fun. Second place we went to, at Ambi, I was just focused. I was just focused on having a good time with my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? I was trying new items on the menu because they during the during the quarantine and the corona wood burning oven for the pizza, I tried it. You know what I'm saying? Just had a good time. Great time. But then the second place we went to was Copacabana. Listen, there's a local place. Listen to me. I walked in there. It was this chick. When I tell you she was the epitome of what I would have stumbled and tripped over myself and ran after in the US. She was top-notch butterscotch, long, pretty hair, long eyelashes, pretty. Her hair wasn't real, but her body was real. She didn't have a fake body. She was very voluptuous, very fun, sweet, had dimples, abuelos. She had abuelos, beautiful. But I was just in chill mode, you know what I'm saying? So I sat down next to her, introduced myself to her friend, and just had a real good time. You know what I'm saying? They was laughing at me. They was like, "You Dominican, you speak Spanish too well." Like I said, I've been drinking. I've had a few drinks, and when I drink, my Spanish is perfecto because I'm not thinking too hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm trusting just the flow of things. You did. So, nevertheless, she begged to come home with me. We danced. When I tell you we danced, we bachata and salsa. I actually danced with 4 women tonight at the bar. Nobody else was dancing. all my homeboys they was doing drinking challenge. They was drinking. One of my homeboys was eating some. He was eating some sancocho, which is a great drink, a great soup when you don't want to get drunk. Sancocho is good. You know what I'm saying? To treat from the hangover. Soup is great when you drink it too much, right? It gives you your nutrients. My man was drinking sancocho. I was just having good. Divertido. Vida la vida. I was living life. I was vida, yeah, vida la vida. Living life. Having a good time. And I turned down 4 bad chicks tonight. This one chick didn't have no drawers on. She smelled so good. She was chocolate. And she was playing with my beard. So, okay, let me tell you the story. So, first I come in. Hey, how you doing? I'm, introducing myself, sitting at the bar. Cool. And we came in deep. You dig what I'm saying? If y'all go to Greg Flip Flops YouTube, you'll see we was deep. I'm talking about deep. We came in, we shut down Copacabana. We was deep. You hear me? And so I'm all the way at the end with the two chicas, and they filled up the rest of the bar, like the whole half of the bar. We having a great time, deep. And so I'm talking to the top-notch butterscotch. I'm gonna call her top-notch butterscotch. Top-notch butterscotch, so sexy, so sexy, so sexy. Top-notch butterscotch. And so we were laughing, we were talking. She was telling me where she was from. She was telling me how old she was, and whatnot, asking me where I was from. And we were both, you know how when you're sitting at the bar and you kind of dancing and grooving? Let's see if you guys are with me. How many of you guys, I'm going to talk about what Jada Pinkett Smith taught me in a minute, but I'm telling the story. How many of you guys are like this? If you hear good music, you know how you dance in your seat, you know what I'm saying? You're like, hey, hey, hey. If you do that, I want you to say, I dance. If you don't, you say, I don't. You too cool for school. Let me know. If you dance, I want you to say, I dance. If you don't, if you too cool for school, I want you to say, I don't. Let's see. I want you to participate with me. For the ones that can participate with me. We only got 8 thumbs up. I know it's late. Let's see. You dance. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure because that thing is still swirling. I just want to make sure you still lost half my audience. My phone died, so I don't know. I know I probably lost half of you. I lost half of you guys. Let's see. You guys still with me? Let's see. How many people waited? How many people waited? Only 7 people waited. Okay. It's okay. I'm just still going to finish the story for the people who happen to catch on the replay. But so, like I said, so I'm sitting down and I'm sitting down. This thing, I need to go actually just take this chain off. And actually get ready to go to bed. But so, this is messing with me. I want y'all got to be able to see my taco. People talk about my taco meat. I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown, all the way grown. I'm 38. You see this beard? You don't get this beard being no 20-year-old little kid. Ain't no snack. I'm a meal. You dig? I'm grown. Am I reconnected? Am I reconnected? Let's see. Am I reconnected? Am I reconnected? Can you guys see me okay? It's late. You can see me? Yep, I'm reconnected. Okay, cool. So she said, ¿Te gusta bailar? Which means, do you like to dance? I said, no, mi amor. No te gusta bailar. Yo amo bailar. I love to dance. I've been partner dancing. I'm 38. Like I said, I'm grown. I'm 38. I'm not a snack, I'm a meal. I started partner dancing when I was 22 years old. So I love to dance, like salsa, bachata, merengue, all of that good stuff, right? So she said, "Oh, en serio, me, are you serious?" I said, "Sí, tú sabes." Yes, I'm serious. And so I said, "Mi favorita es bachata." So then the bartender hears that, and she starts snickering, and she puts on some bachata. And then I said, "Vamos a bailar. Let's go dance to the top-notch butterscotch chick." And she was like, "Okay." Make a long story short, we cut that corner up. You know what I'm saying? Is that little corner? And I grabbed the, you know what I'm saying? I grabbed the hold close to me, do the spins, do the steps, having a great time, right? Great time. She called me, and this is like, there's a term. So the thing about Dominicans, they are so lively. They're just like black folks. They are black. Let's see if I'm back. I'm trying to get to the story, see if I'm back. I think I'm back. I should be back. I'm just gonna keep going as if I'm here. So her friend says, "Ustedes Cuero Marshall," and I hear that. So the point I'm trying to make is Dominicans are so lively. Like, you know how black people, we got so much slang. We're like, "What's up, dog? What's up, pimpin'? Hey, shawty, Miss Lady." You know how we have so many colloquialisms and so much vernacular? Dominicans are the same way. And it's Spanish that you're never going to hear anywhere else. Like, que lo que, wah, wah, wah. It's the craziest, most Dominican thing you're ever going to hear. You're never going to hear que lo que, wah, wah, wah anywhere else. Any other Spanish-speaking country is never going to hear que lo que, wah, wah, wah. So she said, "Ustedes Cuero Marshall." And I said, "No." And I heard that before. It means like she was like, it means you're a very suave man. Something like that. I heard that before when I dance. And so I said, "No." I said, I just te amo bailar. I just love to dance. So her friend said, "Are you tired?" I said, "Sí, mi amor." I said, "Yo soy viejo." I said, "Yo soy viejo, pero no." I'm old, but I'm not still. I said, "I'm old." I said, "I'm 38." Now, mind you, these women are 25, 26. 25, 26, and the other one 23. And the last one, the oh my God, the one that had no drawers on, she looked like she's about 27, 28. I'm 38. Old man. You understand what I'm saying? We had a long week, having a good time, and we're at Copacabana at 12 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? This is our second place. And so she said, "Are you tired?" I said, "Sí, mi amor." I said, "Yo soy viejo." I'm old. And um, but she said, so then I started dancing with her friend. Her friend said, "Let's dance." Now her friend, top notch butterscotch, was 25 years old. I would trip over myself trying to get her attention back in the States. Drop dead gorgeous. She danced okay. But her friend, that girl could dance. You hear me? She could dance. She was taking all my cues. She really could dance bachata. Old girl could move, but her friend could dance. And her friend was a thicker girl. She was a thicker girl, but she was still had sex appeal. She smelled so good. I said, "Girl, you smell good." She had on some Victoria's Secret thing. Great time, right? So we danced. The third song come on. So then so this here comes this beautiful, when I oh my gosh, model type chick, my complexion. She had on heels, and something about a lot of Dominican women that I noticed, most of them do not wear heels. I don't know if it's because like a lot of Dominican women have big feet. So if something they just have big feet, they just have bigger feet. I don't know what it is, but this chick had on, oh my gosh, she had on some heels. She had on this black skirt. So she comes, walks over, and so she knows the girls. She knows the two chicas or whatever. They laughing and talk or whatever. So she starts rubbing me on my back, and she starts wiping sweat from my brow. Y'all know I sweat a lot. And I look over, God, beautiful Afro Latina. She's Dominican, my complexion, doesn't speak English. She had the curly, like baby hairs, drop dead gorgeous. And she says, ustedes bailar perfecto. I said, no, mi amor, which means you dance perfectly. I said, no, mi amor. I said, I do not dance perfectly because I just do what I do, but I like to dance. You know what I'm saying? And she says, pero ustedes no bailar contigo, which means, but you didn't dance with me. And I said, lo siento, mi amor. And so the thing about it too is in Dominican Spanish, everybody is amor means my love. Everybody is that. Like I try not to say it so much because it takes away the idea of really loving a person. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you really start to try to build something with somebody, like there's other words that I actually say. Like if like there's a chick that I really really liked, I would not call her mi amor. I would call her mi consuelo. And I'm not gonna tell you what. Y'all can look it up and see what consuelo means, because that's how I felt that she made me feel. Like ustedes, well, ella es mi consuela. And so, nevertheless, I said, lo siento, mi amor. I said, vamos a bailar, let's dance. This beautiful chocolate 27-year-old took her hand like this, right, and cupped under this big, sexy chocolate meal, because I'm not a snack, you dig? Wrapped around my back, pulled herself close to me, because there's two ways you can dance bachata. You can dance bachata socially, which you have the distance, and then you do what's called bachata sexual, which is like the sexy, like you having sex. If you guys know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about, I want you to say, I know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I want you to say, don't know. Let me see if you guys are still watching me. Let's see if you guys are still watching me. Freaking mosquito. See, that's why I love to, at night, open up the balcony and listen to the ocean, but it's the mosquitoes, and I gotta burn those candles, and I don't feel like it. You know? Okay, Okay, so if you don't know, YouTube bachata sexual. It's like sexual, but it's pronounced sexual in Dominican slang. So she started dancing bachata sexual with me. This chick did not. And listen, all right, so top notch butterscotch, which is my type. Top notch butterscotch. She was about, like I said, she's 25 years old. She was about 5'5", didn't have any heels on, had on this sexy tight pink skirt. She was about a size 7, right? Size 7. This Afro Latina, um, that just was, you know what I'm saying, just like came from out of nowhere to dance with me. She was a size 2. Waist was this big, but she was thick. She was ruso. And so I'm dancing bachata sexual because I like that. Because unless you know a chica, unless she lets you in her space, you just can't dance bachata sexual. Because there's certain movements that you do and dips that you do. You just don't do that with any old strange chick. You know what I'm saying? You got to fill her out. And this chick, oh my gosh, she ain't have on no draw. Oh my gosh. And she smelled so good. And she was oh my gosh. She was trying to seduce your boy. You dig what I'm saying? And I think it was because I wasn't so thirsty for them, I'm just having a good time. I'm in my zone, which I'm gonna talk about. I promise, for the people that clicked on this for Jada Pinkett Smith and what she taught me. I promise you, I'm going to talk about that as soon as I make this point. Um, and I think it's because she was like trying to figure out who I was. I'm iced out, I'm handsome, having a good time, life of the party, divertido, mucho fun, a lot of fun. And so she's begging me. She was like, por favor, yo quiero contigo. I want to go with you. Please, let's go. Let's go. I want to have a good time with you. She was like, you're so much fun. I want to be with you. This beautiful size 2, 27-year-old, sexy, sexy. She's from Punta Cana. Sexy Afro Latina with the curly. She had her hair in a ponytail, and she had the curly baby doll hair. She smelled so good. They had no drawers on. I'm talking about, oh my gosh. And I said, no, mi amor. I said, la noche, tranquilo. Yo soy soltero, tranquilo. See, tranquilo. I'm home by myself, alone. That's what I wanted. I said, I just want to go out and have a good time. And I'm saying all of that to say this. I've been here, lived here for a year. It's still an amazing feeling and boost to my ego, turning down these beautiful women. Now, the thing about Dominican women that I've learned is they enjoy sex. They are a sexual. They enjoy sex. So half of the time, I don't know if she want to be with me for money, or she want to be with me just because I'm quarter marshal, or I am. They have a lot of names. They call me Papi Shampoo, or if she want the money. Either way it goes, I'm still turning down these beautiful women. You dig what I'm saying? And it's a huge boost to my ego. And so I said all of that to say this. The thing that Jada Pinkett Smith taught me, she told me, she said, I was going through a depression last year. So people ask, why did I move to the Dominican Republic? So I moved to the Dominican Republic for 2 reasons. 3 reasons. The first reason why I moved to the Dominican Republic obviously was for business. I had clients here, and I came to service my clients, and then I left. The second time I came, I was like, why am I leaving here? Why don't I? Because, and I'm gonna tell you the 2 other reasons. So one was business. Second was because I was depressed. I was going through a really bad time. I had an engagement that wasn't working, which I'm about to talk about, and I was very depressed. Had some stuff going on with my family. And thirdly, 2020 surprisingly has been a phenomenal year for the business. I've grown by leaps and bounds. I'm so grateful. A lot of people have not survived 2020. However, 2020, I've flourished. And I think it's because of all the hell that I went through in 2019. I went through so much hell in 2019. And I didn't travel. If you guys follow me and you know me, you guys know I love exotic places and I love traveling. And every 3 months I would go somewhere. I'll be at some island. I'll be somewhere exotic. But 2019, I didn't do none of that. So I was like, F it, I need a break. I need a vacation. So that's why I moved here, fighting the depression. Fighting the depression, number one. And I was exhausted. I was tired. Like I said, 2019 kicked my butt. 2020, I've been grateful. Business has been tremendous 2020. 2019 kicked my butt. And also I was going through a breakup and this is the thing. Did I love her? Yes. But I was more in love with what I thought she could be for me and the way she made me feel. And this is what I want to talk about, what Jada Pinkett Smith taught me. She said, there's no person or nothing outside of yourself that's going to make you happy. You might have things that make you excited, and you might have things that bring you joy, which are temporary feelings. But the state of happiness is a state of satiety, satisfaction, And happiness comes from in. So when people say, I want something to make me happy, or I want somebody to make me happy, or this will make me happy, no. You can be happy with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, or you can be happy with a seafood feast. It's all about the mindset. One of the things that I learned in 2019 that I learned from Bishop T.D. Jakes was it's not so much the things that happen to us, how we feel, it's how we feel about the things that happen to us. One person might lose a job and they feel like it's the worst thing that could have ever happened. Another person might lose a job and they feel a sense of relief because now they feel like I get to go and live my dream. That a third person might lose their job and they feel a sense of gratitude because they feel like they were never worthy enough to have such a high position in the first place. So it's all about how you feel about what happens to you versus what really happens to you. So what Jada Pinkett Smith taught me was there's nothing outside of yourself that's going to make you happy. And me going through my depression that I never really talked about, and it was real life, real legit, real life depression, because I felt like okay, so this is the thing, right? I am very grateful for my life. All of my friends are jealous, but all of my friends are married. Like back in the U.S., all my friends are married. It's so funny. They say the grass is greener on the other side. There's this patois term, a Jamaican term that says, want to know, get to know, want to, which means what you want, you can't have. But what you get, you don't want. Want to know, get to know, want to. And it's so funny because ideally, I swear to God, one of those beautiful mujeres tonight, if they were truly bueno mujeres, no chapeadoras, no putas, if they were really good women that wanted me, I would love to be married to any of them and be at home filling on some thighs and some booty right now, talking about how much of a great time we had with my wife building. I don't like living a bachelor playboy lifestyle, even though, and it's something that I needed to embrace because remember, nothing outside of me is going to make me happy. This is the plate that Jehovah has set for me. So, okay, let me eat my plate. This is my servant because I desire marriage. I desire kids. Like I want a house full of kids running and laughing and playing and screaming and calling me daddy. I want all of that. I do. At the same time, I'm 38 years old and I don't have it. And so, yes, I have this exotic lifestyle. So, but what am I going to do? I'm just going to crawl over in the corner and cry my eyes out because I'm single and not enjoy my life. The devil is a lie. All the hell I went through. No. Okay, so this is a plate that's been dealt to me. Okay, so let me just go ahead and be this quote unquote playboy bachelor, jet setting, hopping planes and whatever, international businessman. If that's what the Lord wants me to be, this is what I'm going to be and enjoy and embrace it. And this is what I'm trying to say. It wasn't until I started to embrace my plate that the Lord served me that my happiness started to come back. Like my joy, me being happy and content with the season that I'm in started to come back. Yes, I mean, I have different women that I date. No, I'm not celibate. I ain't gonna lie to you, make it sound fly to you. No, but yes, I'm still believing in God to meet a good woman, but I'm not forcing it. And and this is the thing, before, I'm 38 years old. For 37 years of my life, I felt I was incomplete without a wife because of my background growing up in the church and also in business. That's the reason why, if you guys want to know why Cuomo is not running for president, is because he's not married. That's the reason why he's not running for president. There's certain positions in business and I participate with you guys. It says that I'm reconnecting, so let's see if I'm reconnected. It says I'm reconnected, so let's see if I'm reconnected. But yeah, like if you agree with me Or if you knew that, I want you to say knew that. If you didn't know that, I want you to say didn't know. If you say you lying, I want you to say you lying if you disagree with me. But there's certain positions that you would have. They look when they vet you, they always ask, well, who's your wife? Who's your spouse? That's why there's so many people that are single, that are successful, that dread the Christmas party, the quote unquote Christmas party. Because when you're climbing in corporate America, when you are an executive, when you are a CEO or a CFO, they always want to know who you're connected to, who your spouse is. That's one of the reasons why Will and Jada fight so hard for their marriage, because they understand that the couple relationship is better. You know, if I can wax theological, the Bible says that if one can chase 1,000, two could put 10,000 for a flight. Look at that. If one can chase 1,000, two should be able to chase 2,000, right? But no, it says if one can chase 1,000, two can put 10,000 to a flight. Why is that? Because the anointing that comes, or the productivity that comes with having a mate, you're now 5 times more productive. 5 times 2 is 10. You understand what I'm saying? So nevertheless, because I love business, and also there's no way you can pastor. There's no way in the world, like from where I'm from, the Reformation I was a part of, there's no way in the world. Like I forced so many relationships because I thought that I was going to end up pastor. I thought that I didn't know I was going to end up being a business coach, a life coach, and a mentor. I thought that I was going to do that from the pulpit. I didn't think that I was going to do that from an executive desk. You understand what I'm saying? And so there were so many relationships that I forced because of that being drilled in my mouth. So for 37 years, I thought that would make me happy. But it wasn't, and then but it wasn't until I started to reach into myself and say, what makes me happy? Achieving this financial goal makes me happy. Getting this milestone of accomplishments make me happy. I am very goal oriented. Her husband, one of the most successful, handsome, popular men in the world, didn't want her. And it was because of some bad things that she did to push him away, and some things that she said, some demons she needed to face herself. But she was trying to find happiness in August Alsina. She admitted to this on Red Table Talk. Did you guys see the Red Table Talk interview today? Everybody and their mama's talking about it. If you hadn't seen it, you should definitely catch up. So let me know. If you've seen it, I want you to say, I saw it. If you didn't see it, I want you to say, I didn't see it. If you don't care, I want you to say, I don't care. Because some people, like I did a post on Facebook, and these deep and wonderful Christian women was like, I don't care about their relationship being an open relationship. I said, in my mind, I said, Heifer, you got a opinion. Let's have a conversation about it. Like having a conversation doesn't mean that you're guilty for swinging. Like, what's your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's see. Let's look at these comments. Okay. You didn't see it? King Simon, you got to go see it, boss. Go to Facebook and type in Red Table Talk. They confessed and talked about it. I'm so proud of Will and Jada because they talked about it. Like they owned up to it. Like they was like, yep, I told Jada I ain't want to be with her no more. I ain't think I was ever going to talk to her again. And she went and started sleeping with August Alsina. And because she was trying to find happiness. And she said she went on a level of discovery. And so Will said, you go do what you need to do to help you find happiness, and I'm going to do what I need to do to help you find happiness. And they said that on that journey, they realized that there's nothing outside of you that's going to make you happy. You have to be happy and content within yourself. And that's what the thing that Jada Pinkett Smith taught me. And I set out that all to say this. 2 things. Thing number 1, fellas, black men, if you are single or in a relationship and you're not married, if you're dealing with low self-esteem, come visit the Dominican Republic. I swear you're not gonna feel like a nobody. You're not gonna feel like listen, oh my gosh, go watch Flip Flops live. There's a gentleman, I never met this guy before. He looked like he's in his 50s. He looked like a big teddy bear. Like legit, like a big teddy bear, had a big pot belly, round guy. No disrespect, having a great time. Had glasses, nice, has some glasses on his face. He's sitting down. This chick walks up to him, starts rubbing him on his belly, and was like, "Hey, Poppy." And we all at the table started laughing. She was like, she knew what she wanted. She wanted you. That's what she wanted. Listen to me, fellas, 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 fellas. If you want to know what it feels like to be a superstar, you want to know what it feels like to be Drake, if you want to know what it feels like to be wanted like nothing, listen, in your mind, it could be for the money or it could be for the honey. Either way it goes, you're going to experience it in that moment. You dig what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what you choose to do is what you choose to do. What it is what it is. But just the feeling of it is the most amazing feeling. And I still am not used to it because the women are just so freaking beautiful. And and listen, y'all black women, it has nothing to do with being African American. I just told y'all, I just got almost seduced by this chick, the same complexion as me. The exact same complexion as me. Afro-Latina. It has to do with the culture. Mi amor, my love, mi vida, my life, mi rey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whew. So let me tell y'all about the chick that I didn't get no play from. The chick that I did not get any play from was this drop dead gorgeous chick. And my homeboy said she probably just left dealing from a dude, but she didn't give me no play. I don't care. But I really wasn't trying to get too much play anyway. But she, Venezuelan, you want to feel like the man, fool around and get a Venezuelan friend. You want to feel, you talking about sweet talking, every last one. I've had experience with 4 different Venezuela 4. And every last one of them is always, mi rey, my king. What can I do for you, my king? It's just the way they talk. When I tell you, it is the most amazing. Now, in Dominicans, a lot of Dominicans will be like, oye, mi negro. I don't like that. It's very urban. It's very rough and street. Like, oye, mi negro. Like, I don't want to be called my negro. I don't want to be called by the color of my skin. And I said, we the same complexion. And so, all that to say this. The thing that I want to reiterate is what Jada Pinkett Smith taught me, which is exactly what I experienced today. I just wanted to go out and have a good time. I didn't want no action. I literally, I didn't, at Envy, you'll see if you go to Greg's Live, a lot of them, they were just walking around, being pretty. Oh, I did get, this one bad chick that had the pink on. Oof. Dios mío. She was so classy. She had on this sequins pink, natural hair. She was my daughter's complexion. I call her Chiquito. She was so petite, so petite. And she was like, mi nombre es no Chiquito. She did not like that. I said, oh, you don't like it? I said, no te gusta Chiquita. She started laughing because I said it in Spanish. And she was like, I don't like being called little. And I said, I'm sorry, mommy. I said, come on, think I'm, you know what I'm saying? We laughed, talking, giggling, we exchanged numbers. She was bad. I think she was the baddest thing in the Envy, me personally. But she wasn't on top of me. Like, I went to her, exchanged numbers because I thought she was bad, but I didn't want nothing for tonight. I just wanted to network, exchange numbers, whatever. However, at Copacabana, they were all on your boy. You understand what I'm saying? So that being said, that experience just brought it back to my remembrance of have fun, do what you want to do, enjoy. Like if you go and watch Greg's live, Flip Flops live, it was some trolls on there. Some people's like, you talk too much, or why are you talking? This was one person like, you look like a drug dealer from the 80s. And I was like, because they was getting money in the 80s. I said, these new drug dealers don't know what they're doing. I said, the reason why I look like a drug dealer is because I'm getting that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I had to bring out the crowd jewels, you dig? It's the weekend. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the time y'all see me, y'all don't see me like this. Y'all see me in a suit and tie, something custom or designer, by the way. At the same time, you don't never see me dressed down. You understand what I'm saying? You always see me in a suit and tie. Like if you right, if you're shocked to see me dressed down, I want you to give me three of the OMG faces. Because most folks never see me dressed like this, never see me dressed down. But I'm still a Negro from Atlanta, Georgia, from Vine City, the land of the free, the home of the brave, where red hots don't drip no bleed. I'm from Vine City. At the end of the day, I like jewelry. I like to be flashy. I like to be gaudy. I like to pop my collar. I like to get out, go get it, and come back with it. You understand what I'm talking about? I like to be the life of the party. I like to do all of that good stuff. But I don't do that a lot because, and I definitely don't share it on YouTube. My platform is mainly specifically solely for business. So let's go ahead and see what some of these comments are saying. If I can read some of these comments. Yep, do me, Dean, absolutely. I know a lot of you guys are probably asking questions about business. Looking for security, jobs in the DR? Okay. We're not really talking about business tonight. All in the DR, absolutely. You think it was very big of Will? It was extremely big of Will. Listen, let me tell y'all something about Will. See, this is another thing too. I think, so if I could talk about it, being real honest. The reason why I think it was easy for Will to forgive Jada is because horses was hellacious. So he's already been through it. It's one of the worst things he's ever gone through. I would never wish divorce on anybody. One of the worst things that I'm never getting divorced ever again. Ever. I didn't say I'm never getting married again because I believe that I will get married, but I'm going to be like Will. And hopefully I found a woman that can be like Jada. As far as the idea of, like, if you watch Red Table Talk, they said, we're in this together, bad marriage for life. I put on Facebook, I said, when I say the vows, for better or worse, to death do us part, I really want to mean it this time, irregardless. At the same time, Jesus, please, please don't let my wife cheat on me. Because I do not to you, and I do not want to go to jail for murder. And I just don't. So Jehovah, please, if I get blessed enough to get married again, please don't let that happen to me. And I think it was big of Will. But I think a couple of reasons. Thing number one, they have an open relationship. And I think Will was more irritated, like, you need to get your hoes in check because my hoes are in check. Because nobody knows who Will's hoes are. They always assume they know who they are. But if they do, they stay in pocket. And they even allude to that in Red Table Talk because she said, I think you've gotten me back already. And Will was like, nah, kind of, sort. I need to get you back one more time. And I think it's because of the public embarrassment, not the private things that they've gone through. I think they both, have an open relationship or whatnot, but the public embarrassment, I think, is the biggest thing that affects Will. And I think that the thing I started to say this is, I believe psychologically what allowed Will to forgive Jada as easily as he did is he was like, I ain't nothing. If you've ever been through hell before, you ain't going back through it. Like, no, we gonna work this out. Like, no. Because, and this is the thing too, like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been engaged multiple times, but I've only been married once. And the reason why is because those engagements, my heart was in the right place, but I'm like, nope, I'm pulling back because when I say it this time, I mean it. And I feel like in the engagement process, I still have a time to be like, nope, I'm not. I'd rather have a failed engagement than a failed marriage. Am day, not any day. The correct vernacular is any day, but me being from Atlanta, Georgia, is am day. Am day of the week. I'd rather have a failed relationship or a failed engagement versus another failed marriage because of how hellacious that experience was. So I think that is one of the things that helped Will, besides his maturity. And the second thing is I feel like his guilt because of all the stuff that he did to Jada, allowed there to be room. And I think it's like I think the biggest issue is the public embarrassment of it. That's Will's biggest problem, because he like, I abided by the rules. I respected you as my queen. No woman has ever been in this house but you. You ain't got nobody calling your phone or popping up talking about they pregnant or popping up talking about you with my man. My hoes are in check. My women are in check. But here you go. You done pussy whipped this young boy. He out here crying. You know, gave him that good sugar meat, that sweet meat. Got him acting crazy, telling all our business. That's what I think it is. You dig what I'm saying? So, and also because they built so much together, they amassed so much together. It's definitely, you know, there's an old song that says it's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. Yeah, there's an old blues song. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's cheaper to keep her. Da 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 da. In that situation and my situation going forward, it is absolutely true. And that's why I really hope, really hope that Dr. Dre and his wife can make it work. Because it's cheaper to keep them. When you got something, it's what you ain't gonna eat until your plate is served with that dish. You hear me? And that's how I feel like I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who you is, I don't care what you are. I'm gone. Now, the older I become, the more successful I become. Um, I can understand that aspect. At the same time, just talking about it makes me feel uncomfortable because I don't want nobody to take advantage of my kindness or use my kindness for weakness. You dig what I'm saying? But that's just real. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. What time is it? I know it's early. It's what time is it? Let's see what time it is. It's 3:39 in the morning. It's 3:39 in the morning. I'm just not coming back in from bar hopping, the club hopping. That's what they would say. And yep, it is. And I'm happy. I'm enjoying myself. I feel good. I accomplished my goal. I had a great Saturday night. And oh my gosh. And I turned down some amazing, beautiful women just because I'm not trying to stay, I'm staying focused and really focusing on manifesting some things that I'm so close to and I don't want or need the distractions. And I'm manifesting some things and I am on the precipice of manifestation of some things. So next 2 weeks, I'm just going to be focused, laser focused on what I need to do. And yeah, so I'm not entertaining no chicks, but oh my gosh, did I get their numbers? You best believe it. Am I gonna call them and see if in 2 weeks I can, when I allow myself to participate, will I hit them up? You better believe it. But the thing about it, you know what I'm saying, like every time you go out as a black man in the Dominican Republic, you're gonna feel like a god. All right, guys, thank you so much for letting me ramble. I appreciate you guys through the misconnections. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. Manifest it, absolutely. I'm manifesting it. Manifest it, bro. Thanks so much for the support. Who said that? Michelle? Is that Michelle's son or Michael's son? I'm manifesting it. I appreciate it. It's cheaper to keep her, absolutely. Johnny Taylor. That's who it is. Y'all go. I'm about as soon as I go when I turn the lights off and I'm off this live, I'm about to go listen to Johnny Taylor. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her. Do I still sell suits? No. That business venture got put on hold, but it is coming back though. I still have the contract, but the business venture is put on hold. That I'm happy to. Salute, Dean. Appreciate you. Me sharing. Thank you very much. I appreciate you wanting to hear because y'all could be anywhere in the world and y'all here with me. I appreciate it. Who said that? Real Real brother. So I appreciate you sharing. Um, have you ever, have I ever predicted sex magic? What? It says, have you ever, what is this? What's that word? I don't know. Have I ever practiced sex magic? No, I do not. That sounds like something I do not want. I don't want no sex magic. No, no, no. No, I already got a high sex drive right now, and I like it too much already right now. And I don't have a consistent woman in my life. I do not want no sex magic. You talking about you talk about like tantra and stuff like that, tantric sex. 70 plus, is a 70% plus divorce rate in the USA. Absolutely. That's something we need to know. Absolutely. I appreciate it. Am I watching the new season of Billions? You better believe it. You better believe it. Absolutely. I need to catch up on it. I need to catch up on it. But yes, you better believe it. I'm a binge watcher. That's what I like to do. But absolutely, you better believe it. All right. So LG says, from the states to the DR, you're still doing the dang thing. Keep it up, my brother. Thank you so much for that. IG's at IG or LG? Like my eyes playing tricks on me, guys. Like I said, they low. They low. And I was with Greg Flip Flop. Let me tell y'all something. Don't you ever think you can outdrink Greg. You gonna lose. I don't even try no more. But he keeps it flowing. We have a good time. So I don't know if there's LG or IG or EJ or EG, but I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you. Um, practice. He talk about practice. Okay. Okay, real brother. Jesse's laughing at me. All right. Stay hungry is laughing at me. Odyssey is laughing at me. What happened to my fiance? We broke up. T Love? Duh. What you mean what happened to her? She would be right here if she didn't. We broke up. Yeah, the DR sounds like fun. Definitely need to visit. Absolutely, Dominique. You must visit the DR. My show is Succession. I've never heard of Succession before. I never heard of it before. Do you think Will and Jada still have sex? Are they just rich roommates? That's a very good question. I see them just being rich roommates. I think when you get to a certain level of disdain for a person, that you can't be sexually aroused, and even though they love each other, I don't know. I think they might have sex. Now, I don't want to. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that because there's no proof of it. I'm not gonna say that. But I would assume that they are just like Jada Pinkett Smith is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. You hear me? Jada Pinkett Smith is gorgeous. At the same time, she 50 something. All of Will's quote unquote assistants that you've seen him with or rumors that you don't know because he keeps them under lock are all in their 20s. Um, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. If the other person wants it, I feel like they're accommodating enough to where they would accommodate the other person. But I think that is far few and in between. That's what I think. That was a really cool question. Somebody said, "Wow, hold on, wait. Um, where we at? Good live. Thanks so much for that, Lulu. I think that's a Lulu. Like I said, I think that's Lao Lao or Lulu. Michael or Michelle son is the person that asked that question. That was a very good question. So is that Lulu or Leaf or LL? I just say LL. It says, in the DR, how do you know if they feeling you or the lifestyle? That's a very good question. One of the easiest ways to figure out if they're feeling you, one of the easiest ways to figure out if they feeling the lifestyle is I should show you guys. I wish I could show you a screenshot. This chick who I have we've only we matched on Tinder. She asked me for 2,000 pesos today. She was like, "I need 2,000 pesos. Will you contribute?" I'm like, "I don't even know you." There's a young lady. I'm gonna tell you guys, Mi Consuela, the girl that I call Mi Consuela. Like I said, mi amor is so my love. Mi amor. I definitely wasn't in love with this girl, but I was feeling her. I really was feeling her. During the quarantine, we spent a lot of time together. Um, with her, the chick that said Mi Consuela, she didn't ask for no money. She just wanted to be in my presence. She just wanted to be around me. She wanted to cook for me. Anything that she could do for me, she would. We were, you guys, most of you guys, I think all of you guys know that I have a chef and I have a maid. And she came over and she was like, Poppy, let me do this. Let me clean up. Let me do this. Let me do that. And I'm like, I'm not asking her to do it. It's from the you can tell when someone is from the generosity of their heart. Genuinely, you can tell and you can feel. Um, Mi Consuela will cook, and she says, I want to cook for you. I want you to cook for me. It feels like how it feels in the US when a chick wants to be with you. You can tell when somebody likes you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Poppy, you need a pedicure. I don't have time to do it right now, but next time I see you, I'm gonna give you a pedicure. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that she was into me. However, Mi Consuela, and okay, so if the word Mi Consuela means my um, comfort, my comforter. She was my comfort. She was my comforter. And that was the quote unquote pet name that I gave her is Mi Consuela because she was my comforter. And no, I'm telling you, made me feel like a god. Forget a king. When I talk about a god, a god. And all of you guys that are in my private Facebook group, y'all already know who I'm talking about. Not my private Facebook group, but in my private chat. How many of you guys are in expat lifestyle? That's in my private WhatsApp chat. If you part of expat lifestyle, I want you to say expat lifestyle. So yeah, and don't say no names, please, Negro. Don't say no names because I will delete the name if y'all say it. Please don't be ignorant and say the name. I just want to know. A lot of you guys might not be in my expat lifestyle. You guys probably will know. You probably won't know. Let's see. Expat. Okay, thank you so much. Who? There we go. So you guys already know because you've seen pictures and videos. You know what I'm saying? You've seen pictures and videos. You guys are in my expat group, my private WhatsApp group, expat group. So you guys know who Mi Consuela is. So the thing about it with her, I know for a fact, 10 toes down, without any equivocations, if I wanted to be with her, she would be with me and make me so comfortable. That's why I call her Mi Consuela, because she makes me so comfortable. Forget being treated like a king. These regular chicks, I don't want to be disrespectful to Dominican, but I'm just gonna keep it real. The barrio basuro, the barrio trash, or the regular chicks, the street walkers, the street meat, the chapeadoras, they'll treat you like a king, make you feel like a king. But when they like you, they worship you and make you feel like a god. That's the best way I can describe it. Because Mi Consuela made me feel like a god. You hear me? However, she has 3 kids and she's older. And it would be very selfish of me to continue to accept all of this wonderful energy and treatment from her when I don't see a future with her. I don't see a future with her. I feel like it would be very selfish of me. It would be counterproductive from what I'm believing God for. So that's why I pull back from her, because during the coronavirus or COVID-19, we spent a lot of time together. Oh my gosh, treating me like a god. And we had serious conversations. We had two serious conversations about it, about us being together. But at the end of the day, I had to I was about to do it. I was about to do it because I was like, man, I just be happy. And she was like, if you want to date other women, you can date other women. She's not. She wasn't into threesomes. She wasn't into multiple partners. But she was. She said that as long as you respect me and you make me feel like I am the only woman when I'm with you, but I know a man is going to be a man, and it made me think. I was like, well, that means I can be with her and still date and look for the type of woman that I want to be with. But then I was talking to my therapist about it. Like, I really considered it. And then he said, but you know she's going to be in love with you. And the moment that you do find the woman that you want to be with, you'll break her heart and you will kill her world. And I said, you're right. I can't be that selfish. But oh my gosh, mi Consuela made me feel like a god, to the point to where I felt so guilty because I really didn't see a future in her, with her. So, to answer the question, that's how you know if they're in it for, if they really like you, or if they like the lifestyle. So let's talk about it. If they like the lifestyle, if they like the lifestyle, they're gonna always ask for money. If they're going to ask for a specific dollar amount, or they're going to ask for money. Now, listen, as a man, I think you need to provide. If she is effing you and feeding you and taking care of you, you need to do the same thing. Even swap ain't swindle, and fair exchange ain't robber. You hear me? I have no problem taking care of my women. That's one of the reasons. Like, every one of my exes will say the same thing. Like, I want a stay-at-home woman. You dig what I'm saying? I'm demanding like that. I desire that, and Jehovah God has made it to where I can financially do so. And in the Dominican Republic, it's so much easier to do it. So I believe, personally, as a man, you need to take care of your woman. I feel like your woman should never be broke. She should never look broke when she's with you, because she's a reflection of you. This is what I personally believe. She always has some money in her pocket. She should never ask no other man for anything when she is your woman. Your woman. Not everybody's woman. I'm talking about your woman. This is what I personally believe. So I said all of that to say this. Um, but if they're saying, Poppy, I need 5,000 pesos for this, I need 6,000 pesos for that, and it's stuff that's frivolous, then they're in it for the lifestyle. But if they say, Poppy, could you take care of this bill? Or could you take care of that for me? Or, or, Poppy, can we go grocery shopping? If you allow me to take care of a need, easy. When you asking for financial specific dollar amounts, it makes me put an eyebrow up to kind of feel. That's my experience for dealing with. And oh my gosh, I wanted to do an actual whole video about there are four different type of Dominican women, and people say, well, not all of them the same. People have types, and there are four types of Dominican women. You have the buena mujer, you have the chapeadora, you have the campo chick, and a lot of people don't even know what campo chicks are. You have the campo chick, and then you have the city chick, the ciudad. And I'll talk about the entire my experience with those types of women. But so, and which ones are more likely to be into you because of you versus into you because of the lifestyle. So to answer the question, um, you want to, and it's something that you have to experience because, like we talked about, mi amor, ustedes es mucho guapísimo, guapo, yo, papi shampoo, all of that other stuff. They got the game out, the yin yang. They gonna talk that talk, especially if you're dealing with a Venezuelan. Gato matter. They gonna make you. They gonna talk that talk, but you can only be in their presence to feel it and know it. So a lot of guys get caught up with having these. We call them Western Union poppies. They become Western Union poppies, but then they also is gonna call me Poppy. They're gonna call the owner of the restaurant Poppy. They gonna call the motor control guy Poppy, and the Western Union poppy. I know a chick bad to the bone. She's just a friend of mine because I respect her. She owns. She's a part. She's what's considered a part-time champion, a part-time champion, but she is bad to the bone. She's bad. She has kids, and she owns a boutique. There was a chick that was like that. As soon as she walked in, I said, "Usted es a jefa." I knew she was a jefa. I knew she was a boss. And my homeboy was like, "Yes, she owns a nail shop, and she owned a nail shop and a beauty salon." I knew it. This chick walked in, and you could just feel that she was a boss. She was a jefa. But this is not the same girl I'm talking about. The girl that I'm talking about, who is a friend of mine. Like, we were friends. That we would get on the phone and we would laugh and we would talk. She would help me with my Spanish, and then we would talk about. And I just enjoy her company. Nothing sexual. They don't have to do nothing with sex. Like, let's just go hang out, have a good time. I really enjoy her as a friend. Aya, she has 4 Western Union poppies, and because we're friends, we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? She has 4 Western Union poppies. One of them just bought her a car, and she was actually gonna come with me on a trip, and she was like, Dean, I can't go because such and such is gonna FaceTime me. He's gonna know who you are and all this other stuff. He's very celosa, very jealous. He lives in San Francisco. The main Western Union poppy that just bought our car. But the thing is about it, I said all that to say this. So fellas, if you are in a relationship, a cyber relationship, if you're dating, online dating or international dating, you're not gonna know if she's in it for your lifestyle or if she's in it for you. You're not gonna know until you're with her, you're in her presence, and you're gonna know. So that was a very long drawn out answer to that question, but that's my answer. That's my answer. Somebody says facts. Great live. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate it. I just want to share with you guys and build with you guys. You need my email address. The best way to get in contact with me is contacting the office. We're not talking business right now, but contact the office. My office number is at the bottom of all of my lives. The website, E.DeanCole Coaching. You can get in contact with me there. If you want to schedule a one-on-one consultation, you can do it then. Or you can call the office, 800-867-7941. If you want to talk to me, get on my schedule and do a one-on-one consultation. Or catch me when I'm live. Let's see. Can women be a part of this group? No, women can't be a part of this group. Um, what's the name? Sherry. Is that Sherry? What's your name, sweetheart? Or is that she? I'm having a hard time seeing guys. I'm telling you, I'm looking cross eyes tonight. Beautiful woman in the green who asked the question. I can see your profile, but I can't read your name to save my life tonight. I can't read it. No, it would have to be a separate group because it would have to be a separate group. It'll have to be a separate group. Like, because I was thinking about it. Like, I don't even talk about it publicly like you know about it because you know about it. You're in the lifestyle. Like, so this is the other thing too. Like I explained to people, I love to travel. I've been traveling ever since I made a vow to the Lord. I made a vow to the Lord and I will not take it back. That every single Labor, like even though I'm here in the Dominican Republic, this Labor Day I'm going to be in Colombia. I travel no matter where I live. I made a vow to the Lord and I will not take it back. That every single Labor Day I'm going to be somewhere exotic. I made that vow to Jehovah God ever since I was 28 years old, 10 years now. I love travel. So people that are in that lifestyle in that community, these are people that I know of that are in that community, the travel community. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a whole like my niche on YouTube is actually all over the place because I have a show every Wednesday where I go live and I answer your questions about finance. 90% of my content is about finance. I just happen to be a black man traveling, and I happen to be red pill and woke. I'm not MGTOW, no, because I believe in marriage. At the same time, there are these niches on YouTube are black travel niches. There are niches on YouTube about the red pill, be awoke. I happen to be parts of those communities, but I don't use my YouTube for that. It leaks out from time to time. You guys understand? If you understand, I want you to say, I see. I want y'all basically, you see where I'm coming from. Basically, my YouTube, I don't try to make myself a part of those communities. I just happen to be, like for instance, I am a 38-year-old CEO, not a 68-year-old CEO. Even though I got one of my homeboys that's part of the travel community, he's 70 years old right now, having a good time. He just landed yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I said all of that to say, I'm not. It's not something that I monetize. It's not something that I like. Actually, I so if there, I have people that are in the travel community that hire me to be their business coach because they know that I'm a business coach, and they hire me for coaching. However, you can't. It can't be the other way around. Like if you are a client of mine and you want to be in my travel community, you can't. I won't let you in. But if you're in the travel community, like, okay, Dean, I want to hire you as a coach, then they're in. You know what I'm saying? It's like I keep them separate because it's something that I do for enjoyment. It's part of, you know what I'm saying? It's not me being on because I am quick to tell a person, hey, dog, bro, you see that fine chick over there? You see that other fine chick over there? You see that water? And I don't mean to be rude, but I said, hey, bro, thanks so much for connecting. Here's my card. He was like, and he went live on YouTube. Like, hey, I finally met up with E.DeanCole. Because like I said, Monday through Friday, I don't go out in these streets because I know myself. And he was like, oh, he went live on his YouTube channel. Hey, I finally met up with E.DeanCole on Monday. I was like, well, no, not Monday, because Monday is booked. Tuesday is solid. Wednesday afternoon, I might have some time to talk to you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm very about my business because I know what got me here. And you have to keep that same type of tenacity. And some people might call it rude, but hey, if your profession is, would you do it for free? If you're a truck driver, will you take somebody's load for free? Like, yeah, from time to time you might help somebody out, but you're going to take a whole load for free? If you are an accountant, are you going to do somebody's books for free? Like, yeah, you might help a friend every now and again, but you going to do it all the way for free? You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is my profession. I'm a consultant and business coach, and Jehovah God has blessed me to be a successful one with a long track record. So I charge for my time. Listen to me. So my guys in the travel community, they know that. And they was like, well, why I got to charge you $250 an hour? I could just text you right now. You could text me right now about Colombia. You can text me right now about Brazil. We could talk about that pretty chick or that fine chick that we saw and laugh at Kiki. But if you want consulting, you're going to have to pay for it. You got to pay to play. And then I feel zero qualms about it. Zero qualms about it. And if you were really my friend, you would demand that you pay me. Actually, you should pay me double. I got a homeboy right now that says, Dean, I can't wait to hire you. Who I'm going to Colombia with. He was like, Dean, I can't wait to hire you and pay you what you're worth so we could talk this talk. I said, man, I'm looking forward to it too. True friend. You dig what I'm saying? So to answer your question, sweetheart, no, women are not in this community because in my private chats and in this private group, my expat lifestyle group, because it's just for expats, or not expats, or my guys that I travel with or that I just like from the travel community. That was a good question. All right, let's see what else. Y'all got some good questions. Y'all keeping me on this early this morning. Y'all keeping me on. We got 69 people, 70 people watching, only 44 thumbs up. Y'all hating on me at 4 o'clock in the morning. And you hate watching at 4 o'clock in the morning. You better hit that like button. You watching me at 4 o'clock. And why are y'all up watching me at 4 o'clock in the morning? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Why are y'all up so late watching me? Be silly. What are y'all talking about? What's up? What are y'all doing? Por qué? Por qué ustedes arriba? Why are you up? Because why? Por qué? I ain't. She says, I'm not, what's that, trolling? What in the world? He says, I'm not, she says, I'm nothing, I am, I'm something. I can't read that. I apologize, sweetheart. It probably makes clear, good sense. But my God, I got vodka goggles on. That's what I was drinking tonight, vodka. I don't know what the word it is. Say, I'm not a groupie or something. I'm groupies. I'm good with that though. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't know what you said. She from Venezuela too. Who's from Venezuela too? I'm not sure who that is. Who's from Venezuela too? Somebody has an email address. Can I leave my contact information? Like I said, if you want to contact me about business, 800-867-7941. That's 800-867-7941. Contact the office and we can talk business. Um, you knew that before you talked to the therapist? Absolutely, I did. But sometimes you need somebody to give you what's called confirmation and reassurance to do the right things. We don't always do the thing that we're supposed to know, but I did. But that's why I brought it to him. And my therapist helped me make the right decision. Absolutely. I did. I sure did know that before I talked to my therapist. Somebody says, great live. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. Dean, why did you, what? Why did you say street meat in the context of while I had a mouth? I'm sorry, my bad. I apologize. That's all. I said, James. I apologize for that, James. James said, why you said street when you had a mouthful of water? What you doing drinking water at 4 o'clock in the morning, James? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, man. T. Sanders says facts. Thanks so much, T. Sanders. How is it looking in SoSua? It is looking phenomenal in SoSua. Who said that? That's Mike. I think that's Mike. Like I said, go to Greg Flip Flops live. We was live tonight, and then also watch this from the beginning. It is looking phenomenal in SoSua. SoSua is live and is right there with you. Yep, it is getting packed together. Flights are coming in. Listen, oh man, let me tell y'all something. This seed got planted in my mind. These gentlemen flew in on their private jet. And I had a jet membership, and I've flown on a private jet several times, but I never owned it outright. It was all part of this company called Jet Smarter, where it's like a share, where you can share the jets or whatnot. So fooling around, falling in Little Duval, and then these gentlemen flew in today. They flew in, not today. They flew in last week. It was like, look, there are no flights coming to Puerto Plata. We gonna fly in ourselves. And it got me to thinking. I was like, you know what? Out here in the DR, the cost of living so cheap. Shoot. Let me fool around and find me a private jet for under $75,000. Let me fool around and find a private jet for under $75,000. You can get a good Cessna for that. But anyway, nevertheless, let me see. How's it looking down there? Somebody says, why send your paper to women you don't even know? That's a very good question. What's the name? Real brother. Because people like to feel, it's just like having a pen pal. And it's a false sense of reality, a false sense of security. Same reason why people play video games. Like, why do men play video games that they don't make no money off of. And they will spend hours, hours playing Madden, playing Fortnite, ain't making no money off of it. I mean, they will invest a whole weekend playing NBA Live, 2K. And so, also the same reason why a lot of women, which is the craziest thing, women will get married to people in jail. This still goes on because they want to feel like they have a sense of connection. And also, there's a gentleman that I know personally on the other side of the spectrum. So remember, I talked about my friend, she who's a part-time chappie who has 4 Western Union poppies. On the other side of the spectrum, somebody in the travel community was paying this chick $1,000 per month because he made $6,000 per month. Single, successful black man, wanted to have a beautiful dime to say that that's his dime, but not ready to retire. But he was like, he wanted to feel like he had him a girl. And we told him, I was like, buddy, you give her $1,000 a month, which is cool. That's what you want to do. But how many other men giving that same money, she ain't being faithful to you? Unfortunately, that was the case. It's not always the case, but unfortunately, like if you get them pregnant, then you have a higher chance of that really being the case, where they are just with you. If you really have a baby with them, if you've been here, if you've spent time with them. Like I got a homeboy is in my travel community. He said this trip he's having a baby. He has a girlfriend and he pays her rent. But her rent is only $250 per month. Remember, we talking about the Dominican Republic. And he says that he's going to knock her up. He said that is what he's going to do. He's making that his intents and purposes is to get her pregnant. And so I said all of that to say, that's why some people, like, if people do weird things to feel like they're a part of something. But guys, I'm not going to answer all these questions. I'm getting tired. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to come back. If I missed your question and you really want me to answer it and you're really about that life and you're serious, after this video was up, come back and leave a comment. Leave your question or your comment in the comments. I swear to you, I vow to you that I will answer your question. I promise you that I will. It's just that it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired and my goggles are starting to wear off and my energy is starting to get real low and I do want to go to sleep. So listen, remember this. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. If you don't know it, you can learn it. If you don't have a mentor, you have met him. I will be there. Be him. If you don't have the character to be successful, guess what? You can develop the character to be successful. The only person stopping you from being successful is you. And if you enjoy my random rant and you want to know how and where I was earlier, go to Greg Flip Flop. Go to Mr. Flip Flop. His name is Gregario. Y'all can hear me yelling his name. Gregario. That's what the girls call him, Gregario. His name is Greg, Mr. Flip Flop. Go to his channel. Me and him was live from Envy for like 3 hours and had a blast. So y'all can see everything before I started talking about the dancing and the chickens. I don't know if they recorded me. They like to record me dancing. So I don't know if somebody recorded me or not. But nevertheless, that's it. Go get them. Success is waiting for you.